Laughing, one more thing is to collect 10 mice. Electric love is a piece of our mental space. Everything inside is felt by me. The name of the hidden art is indeed Kaomin. You didn't find it normal. The path of life and the universe, whose body covered the entire
someone
palace.
mixed in here.
Smiling without fear. Is the mouse of the rank of Vohuang only. Although he has a very high level of concealment. Unfortunately, the VI is weak and confused.
She raised her hand and shot out a light.
Shot into the secluded place of middle stitching. The police know that it has been discovered. Gently avoid escape. Akio appears in front of everyone. Let me tell you, if you have the skills to build a house
and build airships like that,
Ra is the law. You want to welcome people like that. Life path. 3 people see clearly the body image. Van Pepper is terrified. Even La also changed color. But you can feel the VI coming. I don't know who that person is. Don't be scared. But quickly his face became grim. Laughing to say the reason. You are so big. Go find death yourself. Haha, I am worried about where to find you. God help me too. The dance face stopped. His whole spirit is focused on the law. Fear of the South. Too many missed chances this time, too hard. Either way, we have to save him.
The male lead said coldly.
Body scattering in the air. Tim. I want to give you a good place. Want to run away from the dream. The weapon's pupils constricted immediately, a force dispersed. He began to greet the entire palace at the same time. Tuandi. The man also did not borrow the opportunity to escape. Tuandi disappeared. Then appear in front of life. 6 use ultra-fast speed to steal the handwriting bag on your hand. Laughing to hide. You treat me like this, why do I have to hide? And then I'm going to kill a fighter. Body dissipated again. Shone in the sky. Eyes of joy and fear. In the handwriting bag, it's a pure ancient crystal. It's a great thing to say to yourself. Laughing loudly to avoid attack. Haha, the person who contacted me died. The rest was not much. I should also like to see you next time. We should go to. The male lead took out an object in the handwriting bag. The top is blue. Shoot out dimly. Fly up. It's the heart of carpentry, taken from the North Vietnamese School of Peace. Full body life path concussion. I didn't notice that the enemy was overthrown.
He was so angry that he shouted.
Clam in hand shoots out a red aura. A scarlet sword flies out. He was angry and shouted new hatred. Today's old people together calculate a nowhere touch. Li Van's hand crushed. A line of carpentry Chi Lan overflowed Van Memorial. His body determination is becoming more and more blurry. Eventually turns into a blue photoelectric flickering conductor in the air. People just heard an explosion. The power of photovoltaics. A blue light came out the door. Stop him. The whole experience of Van Pepper can be transformed into a family.
He was in a hurry not to return.
Regret shooting out a light sword. Merge sword chasing. Dante be angry and want to faint. He shouted to stop him. Because I can't stop him. You don't have to say the little mouse. You don't have to say you love electricity. Is it because you control, or why? He looked at him like a fool and said he was human. Why is it so big? She doesn't pay attention to life, screaming on my face with sadness. Look at the dance. What to do now? The dance face is also extremely unsightly. But there's no confusion about the space. Post power is sealed. He ran out of his pants. Electricity can't be like that. Relief from the space seal. Chase. He also wants to chase. Suddenly, his inner voice cracked, and he heard something. He turned around and said someone had entered. It seems like the last time. Cold Dance says Kia scum is not enough to be a disaster, but Vu Van Cow couldn't escape. Dante fuck with the scum last time. Me and La pursue Van Diem. After that, he disappeared into the hall. They also disappeared immediately according to. In the temple there is only life. Face tone base. Anger is screaming in your eyes. My strength can only deal with scum. These fucking animals. Sooner or later, he will crush you under his feet. The other two are silent. Don't say anything urgently. A cold way of looking through them. I told you to follow me. Let's go see how the scum of the womb wants to get excited. We can't let them escape this time. 3 people immediately went out. The only thing left in the room is the war. Dance with let chasing out. They lost the mark of reason. The space is not big. There's nothing but weird electric pants. The Bible says he broke the wind. Cold Dance says absolutely impossible. It's not that he has this power. It's about breaking the wind that creates a lot of movement. This place doesn't have any vibrational forces. I suspect he's still in electric pants. This time it was time to reject. Say there's no possibility. You also know that electric pants are my weapon. If it's inside, I can't escape from my feelings. Dance face base bite teeth say. If others, we believe. But the reason Van Diem has holy air and fire 10 long. There is also the secret of self-actualization. Except for the little Ra. Have you seen it or not? Though during this time, we get a lot. Talent. Root from extreme sports help restore strength quickly. But I feel he progressed faster than any of us. If you don't kill this guy soon, sooner or later he'll turn into Tai in the love of the nation. He is now a great man in our hearts. You said you were wrong. I agree with your judgment. But if he's hiding in his power pants, we can't find the magic either. Let's find him. Dancer is determined to say out a word. Wait. I just don't know what he's doing here this time. But as long as he causes movement in his pants, then don't escape your feeling. The secret of reincarnation is definitely limited. Otherwise HS and can be deployed indefinitely. What do you need to dig total? La La also calmly said. This man has Holy Spirit in his hands. Maybe there's actually a way to stop us feeling. Not many people in pants love electricity. The merchant is alert. Wu Van Kao has some Gao players from the extreme discipline to watch over him. The rest are rats. As long as he's moving, then we will definitely catch Li Vendao after the implementation of the incarnation there is no escape. Of the family. I want to find a recluse. Even though Cao can guarantee the treatment of super products magic, it's a terrifying and unimaginable thing. But after knowing what's going on in the power pants, nor dare to sound the drum. The gong is the same as before. It's illusory. The armor covered the whole body. He's clinging to a cloak now. Usually, the male lead rebelled without a purpose for a while. Finally found out. The reason is gradually hidden into nothingness, slowly hiding through. Suddenly someone came from outside. He is the way of life. Facial life path 10 sections calm. Go directly to the hospital. A ray of light condensed in front of the cottage. Slowly, there was a thin, dry man coming out. The way of life is speaking, except for the hard-working elder. Want to have a job. On his face except for the elder, who said hesitantly. About this. Face of life mutant coldly said. What is this? Except that the elder is my father's servant. You can't be a whore for the patriots. Unless the elders immediately give way. His body is also covered. Get worried and go. The cold way says, say remember your duty. Wait a minute, no matter what happens inside, they are not allowed to enter. In him not quiet. There's not any noise. Don't go in cold for an hour. In the heart of reason Van dissipated born a mind of doubt. I feel like something is wrong. The sixth of the old man just cursed. It's absolutely martial. If you go into hiding, you will be discovered. They all know other religions. I'm not sure myself. In the open mind. The male lead transmits sound into the celestial world. Body image hack Li Yunxiao Emperor go out of the world of turned into Kuang and flew to Kia Elementary. They want to strongly invade. The first is the sound except the elders. And then space moves and the image's body appears. A leader fights anyone who wants to die. The king laughed for an hour. The diamond immediately hit Ra. Chi-Chi space focuses on wind power. VA touch with the head force. You are dead, old man. Own to great hegemonic forces Luan VA touch. Electric shock pants. The old man's face turned slightly. Obviously the one who power exceeded his predictions. A chief hit through. The body turns into a rushing wind. They finally stop the king's attack. It doesn't cost much. In the heart of hacking is missing the whole business. This old man has more power than he predicted. I even want to do more than P. Fortunately, his plan was to trick the enemy. After beating out a chief, there is no intention of refighting. Immediately back behind and run away. One of the two leaders led the others. Are practicing. A total of 4 others are here. They are all martial artists. In the heart of the great earthquake. This cottage hides 5 stars. Bo Emperor is a great warrior of this rank. Even the quad is not easy to get out. I borrowed a trick. The 2 of you were born in shock. Directly into the yard. These 4 people are just martial artists. Even if there's no turbulence, it is not easy to detect, unless you're a special practitioner. Li entered the Kia Academy. This place is no different than a normal place. It's inside a small room with the force of vibration. He hurried past. The reason I see this person is a bit lacking. Gagging open. At this moment Wu Van Kao is being absorbed by the path of life. Wu Van Kao said, "What does that mean? I can't hear myself." These 2 perverts look disgusting. I don't need to open my mouth later. The lovers, I just want to withdraw.
It is your special force.
You are just the cattle they raise. Waiting for meat. As well as or like a reishi plant. Depending on the time taken out as medicine. On the face of Wu Van Kao like peaches. Go to the side of the road. A hand directly put on the shoulders of sad life path said, "Know what it's like. Who called from ancient times to now red face of fate. Hear that? It's a little bit of a fall out of nowhere." My whole body trembled and wanted to vomit. And then there's the words between the 2, tied together. We have a way of making a blush without fate. I don't know if you'll try. A road boy. You are so good to me. Who sees you every day sad and happy? I feel the pain inside. That's why we're ahead of Kia, because we don't see it. Not say, if you can believe me now, start now. No, no. People want to hug you more. Kiss me a little more. There's plenty of time. 2. We should figure out what long-term planning
Go early
and I will listen to you. Then it seemed a little calmer. He wanted to open his eyes again and did not dare. Afraid of seeing something that he can't stand. Will directly expose themselves. And of course very quickly, there was a rush of breath. 2 people breathing quickly. It makes Li feel his scalp trembling. At this time, the tragic cry of Wu Van Kao. The whole body is shocked. Suddenly rolling his eyes again. I saw 2 people naked. The way of life to put a gun in Wu Van Kao. A relentless red aura. From within Wu Van Kao being sucked into the life path. You. For something so high reveals the spirit of suffering. The face is getting white. In eyes filled with unbelievable. Don't just absorb the power of Wu Van Kao. What did you just say for? Wu Van Kao, maybe you don't even see my work. Be a positive creation bias. This force we have finally achieved. Wu Van Kao's whole body trembled helplessly, saying to you, "You are not your way of life, you are." Who are you? This kind of absorption of energy is very painful. Are you a cat? Don't be cold. Say no wrong. I am the archer of death. But not CA. Your pervert CA must come. His eyes were burning with anger. With a low voice. Your CA. The Kia pervert was ripped apart and thrown to the dogs. Now it is your turn. Wu Van Kao's eyes were filled with fear, endlessly rustling, but life is stronger than him. That he couldn't move. I can only slowly feel life go by. Silently waiting to die. 2 in the eye of the way of life brings pleasure abuse. I can't laugh, haha. Haha, the force is strong. Your 2 pervert brothers are very good. It's hard to blame the poor people for locking you up. After I absorbed your power, you will be free without thanks. Call me the wind. 6 Wu Van Kao said no words. I can only listen quietly to the story. The 6 faces of life are getting more and more crazy. The more you talk, the more you get excited. After absorbing the peculiar force
on your people,
we can bring them together as an insect. 9 Heaven Martial Emperor. Until now, it's a world we never imagined. It's as easy as carrying a hand. These things are mine. That we should be. They're perverts. You make it up to me. I was just a noble boy. They just want to inherit a piece of their heritage, pushed to the end by the enemy. The moment we get the death warrant, I thought I saw hope. The moment we carry the hope of vengeance to find you. Who knows, of course, to go to hell and cancel it. Cancel my resume. Destroy my whole life. Fu Van Kao seems to know who this person is. The sound of trembling you are. Don't keep talking about your perverts. I thought it was very comfortable. But in the eyes of ordinary people, that's the real hell. It's just living temporarily through the end of suffering. We also carry the flag. Your work of transformation has been refined. It's not just gaining all of your power and thoroughly control the death bow. I received all the insults from the palace of death. I will not forget all my life. This is the nightmare of my life. I hate you. The more I hate my enemies. But without him, we wouldn't be in this situation. I brought your CA alive and chopped raw up. Let him see. Every part of the body is eaten by wild dogs. Don't be afraid, it will be your turn. After obtaining your power, in conjunction with the forces of the CAU, this is intact. That can help us scale the higher planes. 9 Heaven Martial Emperor. The mood gradually calmed down. Absorbed near the end. He said coldly, however, this simulation has a loophole. But if it's not pervert nature. When you see a man, you lose your guard. We make it so easy to get caught. His face slowly changed. Restore to unto appearance, cold voice, waiting for you to die. We will continue to kill the sheep, pushing me into this disgruntled state of life. After thoroughly restoring the appearance, looks even better, life some parts. It also brings the beauty of women, and in my eyes I carry a cold air like ice. The reason is also naive. The one in front of you is a guy who's been missing for years. In the heart suddenly pity instead of the shock, even though he is a coward. But at least he's a real man. In heaven and water, the more exhausted, I can't believe this tragic ending. Like he said, this is a real hell. The reason is sweating. I don't know why he's alive now. Force. Fu Van Kao was sucked clean. The dry body fell to the ground. Theory of deep breathing. In the eye with the lens. I don't want to laugh to talk. God is so unfair. It's such a powerful force, gift to perverts. It takes two to be one to be great. We've never felt such a powerful force before. His angry eyes looked over at Fu Van Kao. Said coldly, you think there is nothing wrong with dying? He's going to torture the body. Suddenly in Han's eyes the air flashed cold and said, some people even come to see you. The door to the room was smashed. Let the dust fly around. The fighters came. The leader is the way of life with Le. In the back there are for false gods. Then Raoul was at the door and sealed it. She felt the wind suddenly disappear. He was horrified to defy the protective door seal. Stay alone dancing there. She rushed too. I saw the way of life talking to for martial artists. Now I see another life path has entered. I know big things are not good. You guys rushed in. He looked at the body of Fu Van Kao on the ground, feeling dizzy. Silence does not say 2 words. Immediately break the wall of the body, rush out. The 4 martial Emperor Lao Ra's way of life also immediately Lao Ra. Let's stay to examine Fu Van Kao's body. He is dead and cannot be saved. Immediately amazed that way 7 gods said, how to give right. Air sample force lost. Do Sao hand over to traitors. Get up here, think so, and run out. After everyone is gone, the new target comes out of hiding. Looking at the body on the ground, sighing said, it's like knowing a crematorium for you. To avoid being trampled, he raised his hand to the fire and burned the body. Fu Van Kao's body, just like that, gradually disappeared in the fire of the south. And then he got a little sense of direction. Turn your back outside. The greatest static all space belongs to overbearing emperor. The elders are chasing to people. The difference is too big. The emperor was forced to run for his life, though it's also extremely dangerous. Except the school noticed him. Desperate to chase. His inner self is more sad. The enemy is willing to flee. It made him unable to do anything. Stop, suddenly a voice spoke. He appeared in front of them except the elders. Smiling, the head of your guard is dead. There is also the mind to play hide and seek, Sao. It's a good mentality, of course. The emperor just saw the reason. Especially seeing the light in the eyes of the enemy. Know that the mission has been completed. Hurried back to his side, he screamed. This old man is so evil that he wants to kill me. You should teach me more. Few tricks, otherwise the death is small. Your nose is important. Accept what the angry old man said. Gao is dead. You killed. Laughing, he said I was just a coward. How can you kill a hide? The unsub is being chased by everyone. You don't even go to help. Except for the bewildered elder, who pointed to Theo. Are you sure they're going this way? Li Van Pepper innocently replied. Losing credibility is a small thing. But angering Master Tang is very troublesome. He rushed to beat out a lawyer. I know Vu Van Kao has a problem. The more he does not let go of his hand. The police are soon ready to catch the missing. The emperor left. Tom and I are still searching. The traces of Van Dao everywhere. Suddenly, he felt the position of Li. Ben said he found the location. Location of Van Dia Li is moving towards the second life of the tower. The body hurled like a missile into the wall. Who said, leave the work here to you. Looking at the huge dry skeleton in front of Nam himself pondered. Well, now we basically understand. This tower, it's probably made from the skeleton of a giant animal from some ancient time. I look up and I feel something. In my head thinking, an unparalleled flow of air coming out of that direction. It could be that. Suddenly moist, the man turned his eyes to look down. Dance from the inside of a bone. His eyes are closed. He looked at the main man and called his name. Van Pepper's physical body appeared in the strong riding on the bottom. Bai laughed coldly and said, dance. You want to kill me and I want to kill you. This is not the time to kill you. Now goodbye. There is a lot of air in the south. It's the crystal, old school delicacy captured in the hands of life path. He slashed a sword. Directly pierced through the ink of reason and went sword Kwang born great tremor. However, the reason Van Pepper held up under the god of compassion, it wasn't hurt at all. The male lead waved his hand with a dance and laughed. You're not too proud to think you can. Slash. Just throwing off a super magical weapon. Illusions again. Angry dance grinds young generalized Van Pepper. You are such an asshole. The third floor suddenly shrank. In the eyes of terror. Li Van Dao riding according to the god's spy. Meanwhile, the blue wine from the gods sprayed out the back. Speak up. Go to the back and breathe the smoke. Hurry up and raise your hands. What's in my head and what's in my mouth? Kia pervert cuckold. The body is now beginning to change. Hair grows out full of face. The teeth also become larger and sharper. He eventually turned into a werewolf, howling out the cold hooves. Li Van Pepper gritted her teeth. Looking back, I was surprised to think, love again. I didn't expect the body of the dance strong enough to withstand this strong wind of mine. Van Pepper's physical body is in the Chi-Chi cot. Slowly turning pale, the male lead looked through the terrified face of the dance. Softly turns into pole suspension hand to forehead. It's cold to say that the body is flamboyant. It's like the 5 elements. It's not the 9 heavens that can't be broken. However, the attacker is not under the air. Unfortunately, the class didn't come. See you again. I hope the next time I see you, it's time to take your life. The male lead said 2 words to destroy unknown. A lot of armed forces gathered in the palm of the hand. He hit Vuvu in the head and then stepped back. The whole body is constantly fluttering. Extremely miserable appearance. It's after a fighter. Don't dare to stop. Directly rely on the Chi family to destroy it without going. He left some goodbyes. I hope when I get drunk I can kill you. Suddenly Li Yunxiao rides the magic ball into a certain channel. When flying by suddenly stopped the whole business. That is the doubtful soul of love. Are being treated. Near recovery here. Except the elder Savu being pushed back. There was a cold smile on his face, trying to act Panic looks in one direction. There's a circular object flying out. Air cooler, a terrorist's focus on Van Pepper. Is it fixed well? He looked back coldly at the bridge. This is the soul of God. If you look carefully, it is restored to its former state. I don't know how they did it. If you want to destroy it, now might be the best time. Suddenly right now, the elder also came from somewhere and shouted, "You son of a bitch dared to deceive me." Dance also from below rushed up to the Vandal logic. The woman who saw Vu was surprised. "I think you caught up with me too quickly." The dance screams, "Lord." From within, the doubtful soul answered in a cold voice, "Okay, got it." The rat sees that point. Internal concussion. Don't be rude anymore, be careful to watch. On the spirit of doubt now there are ancient inscriptions appear. It has also recovered a lot. I can breathe a little bit of thought. It seems this time, you can't destroy the spirit of doubt, waiting for another chance. The wind of space is strong. The spirit also stops a little. It seems impossible to get close. Leave and access mechanized into light. Break the seal. Leave. Except the elder raised his eyebrows. He felt these two things at the same time. Real anomalies can't be said to be wrong. He, though contemptuous of the alliance, but I couldn't blink an eye and see why he was running away. He turned into a chasing aura. At this moment, life is catching up. I don't know if it's in front of the door. Red gas born in the hands of convulsive. An archetype appears. Suddenly develops strong maturation. Hit the seal at own door. The space swayed for a while. The sky slowly appeared its way. It's like sugar candy being smashed into a small hole, but this little hole quickly closed. Jerking head spinning, looking through the life path chasing behind, there was a cold smile. And ironically straightened up the middle finger. Then you want to enter into the circle of your lovers. Today brings shame to me. I remembered the other day I asked. The Emperor is looking for you to pay. Suddenly an electric lightning bolt came. To become a photojournalist. Pass before entering the passage. The speed of the doubtful soul is even faster. Except for the elders who came in pursuit. 6 colors of the physical Van Pepper condensed weight. His determination is still at a shallow level. Every time you do it, you don't just need a lot of gas. Moreover, extraordinary time is limited. At this time of danger, he no matter what, directly sees the opportunity to seal open the passage. Stupid in place. Li Vandao, take advantage of this blow and plunge out of the tunnel. The reason was that Vandao appeared to do the whole battle, eyes wide open, thoroughly petrified. I thought that. It's the Kia lovers doing magic. Let him see who he is most afraid of. Maybe it wasn't until Ricky kicked him that Ra fainted. It's not an illusion. It's the real reason. He was terrified to shout these words. No matter what words, it's hard to imagine his mood right now. But there's not much time to be angry, because the Spirit of God has come. The tunnel slowly disappears, echoing the guilty sound of Li Yunxiao, in heaven and water. Many times you want to hurt me, this time save a life. It seems as if my anger is gone. Do you want to see yourself again, Chen? This near-death sensation enveloped the entire body. Inside, there's a sense of hopelessness. At this moment, his hatred reached its peak. Li snarled his muzzle and shouted out, "Li Vandao, your dog, I hate you."